And we're live. Devy. Hello, my friends. I'm your commissioner, Christopher Lath. Chris Lath, some of you know me as. There's a big announcement that I wanted to actually tell you guys. The reason I wanted to communicate it via video is a little bit better than me trying to type all this all out. So, without further ado, we're going to address the very first topic. I don't know if any of you know this yet. Some of you do. Some of you may. Some of you may not. Fantrax, with them switching providers for their scoring systems because of the debacle that was last year and them being down for a few days, their new provider has told them and informed them that Fantrax, for the college side only, as far as college only leagues, they will no longer be categorizing or using the tackle statistic or a stuff statistic as scoring. So basically, it's rendering a lot of our individual defensive players practically useless because, let's face it, tackles is the most important statistic as far as in my humble opinion. But so what we've basically had to do is I've had to go back and think about how we're going to do this because I do not want to render defensive players useless, and I don't want to go to a team defense because it defeats the purpose. Our ultimate goal is to keep these rosters churning and better players, and always somebody at some point, I want there to be studs left open on the free agent market because everybody's team is so hyper competitive and every week is a tough test. I don't want to see blowouts. That's not fun. It's fun if you're the one putting ass whooping on somebody, but in my humble opinion, a closer game and that the more competitiveness, the more you guys are going to want to stay focused and into it, and that's what makes this league so much fun, in my opinion. So with that being said, I have decided we are going to go from the categories, our categories as far as scoring concern in Devy, and instead we're going to practically be mimicking the pro side, and we're going to be going to head-to-head total points. And what we're going to do, you guys are probably thinking, well, we changed this, do they count for tackles? No, they would not be. But what I'm going to do is, since it's not that much work, and because I love this league so much, I will personally, after every week's matchup is complete, I will go in and I will personally add the stats and the points that are associated with a tackle and a stuff. These are important stats, and it does not take long, as far as it wouldn't take me much longer than anything. And if it means keeping the league focused and still on course, I don't mind. So that's what we're going to do. But we will not be mimicking the point value. Our pros, you can see all of them as far as this point that we try and mimic to keep the, pro game like a regular football score. But so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to be doubling that on the college side, because let's face it, college football, the touchdowns fly every freaking week. Every Saturday you see at least 10 teams throw up a 50 burger, and nobody bats an eye. It's just expected. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to be doubling up what the stats are or your points total for in the pro side, and I'm going to be putting that into the college side. I'll be updating this very soon. If I don't get it today, I'll get it most likely tomorrow. And yeah, so that's we're changing the dynamic as far as the college side completely. Your points are gonna, and now with that being said, also there's going to be officially win-loss records, a true win-loss record in your college side. This doesn't dictate anything to me. I've decided that the college side, it's basically going to be another separate entity in itself. I don't know what that means, but I'm truly thinking of turning the college side and giving it its own spotlight. And if that means potentially a secondary championship somewhere in there, that's actually something I'll be making that decision before summer, sometime right around the dispersal draft. And speaking of, that's the second topic I want to bring up: the dispersal draft, the draft order, and everything that is corresponds with that. As you guys know, or you may not know, there were two teams that are left on the actual active roster. So it showed 12, but obviously this is a 10-team league going forward, and those two teams will be dispersed. They're stacked with talent. Like, both of them have so much top tier talent that this is going to change the landscape. You could basically just the bottom teams can just become contenders real quick. It's not gonna, and I do truly believe that this league will become so competitive once this actually occurs. And so, with that being said, surprise. I'll be doing, after I get off of here and later on this afternoon, I've decided I'm going to go ahead and get the draft order. I'm going to run a random draft generator, put everybody's team name in there. Whoever gets first gets it, and whoever gets last, it doesn't matter. There's top to bottom, guys. I'm telling you, even the 10th best player on some of these teams, they're game changers, and you'll welcome anybody. So I can't wait. That's going to be so much fun. That's about it. Yeah, no, like I said, I'm sorry if I hyped this up too much, but I figured that you guys wanted to know that the college side of things was definitely going to be changing a little bit. We're making it, it's going to be different, but it's going to be fun. And I can't wait to see how season 1 goes. I will double, triple check every week before I get it. So just note that as soon as Saturday's games are over, that is the end of the week anyways. So that Sunday, right before the NFL kicks off that day, you guys will get to see who wins and who loses after I tally up all the tackles and the stuffs positions. But yeah, that's about it, boys. Appreciate you guys giving me your time, and I'm once again looking forward to this year. I can't wait, and go Heels. You guys have a great weekend, and we'll talk very soon about the dispersal draft as we get closer to the summertime. Okay? Thanks so much.